A lot of people like to say, if I was in Hitler's Germany, I would never rat out my neighbors. I would never work for the state. I would never help the government do such atrocities. And now we're giving a test. In 2020, the pandemic has started and people are being put to the test. Do you rat out your neighbors for having parties and not following social distancing protocols? Or do you let them be? Do you let a couple eat their food, not wearing a mask because of course you're eating, you can't eat while wearing a mask? Or do you go up to them, harass them, and pepper spray them? Or mace them, which I don't know, I think they're the same thing. Maybe they're different. But now we're being put to the test. And boy, we are doing the same thing the Germans did in Germany. The people will say, "Oh, we will never rat out our neighbors." Oh, yes, police. Yes, apparently my neighbor is having a party, and last time I checked, that's illegal. Which it's not. I mean, it's an executive order. It's an executive decree. It's not a law specifically. But we're ratting each other out. What happened to we're all in this together? Well, yeah. If you break social distancing, oh, I'm gonna call the cops on you. Then what happens? Give the government more power, right? People say, well, if I was in Nazi Germany, I would never agree to give Hitler more power. And now we're being put to the test again in this situation. Do we let the government dictate what we can do, or do we tell the government to f off and leave us alone? Well, now we are agreeing to give the government as much power as possible because we believe in safety more than freedom. And that's what the Germans did. The government said, if you give us more power, we will ensure you stay safe. We will ensure we will protect you from our threats and the people that threaten to take down this country. And now in some states like Michigan, California, cities like Chicago, Seattle, they're getting more and more power. And the people are saying, please, yes, government, take all my power. Make all the decisions for me because you know what's best for me rather than I know what's best for myself. We're failing miserably. And it's all those people that are saying, if I was in Hitler's Germany, I would never ever betray my neighbors. I would never give the government more power. And they're doing the exact same thing they're saying they wouldn't do. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I get a lot of questions from people that are not very that are non-gun owners because at work people know that I own firearms, and they ask me, how would you determine whether to kill someone or not? Right? They think that because I have a gun that I'm willing to shoot anyone who threatens me and with lethal intention, right? But this is how I would explain it to them. If it was me by myself, right, just walking to a subway or something, and someone decides to rob me or mug me, if it was just me by myself, I'd shoot without lethal intention, right? Because I can defend myself. I am strong enough to hold off a physical attack in terms of punching and stuff like that, pushing, shoving, right? And I'm also able to run at a fast enough pace where I can get away from the attacker. So if I were to be attacked when I'm by myself, I just shoot at the leg, maybe at the torso, maybe the hip or the thigh, or maybe even the shoulder, right? Something that will prevent the attacker from attacking me any further. However, if it was me with a loved one or several of my loved ones, I'd shoot with lethal intention, no doubt about it. Why? Because I can run away, I can fight back, but what about my girlfriend? She's not as athletic as me. She's not as strong as me in terms of physical strength. What if I have kids around? A toddler cannot run away as fast as I can. What if they're held hostage? That's how I determine whether I react with lethal force or not. If I'm by myself, shoot to incapacitate. If I'm with my loved ones, shoot to kill. No doubt about it. Now, if this woman were to do that to me and my girlfriend, well, you bet I shoot with lethal intention because I don't know what this woman wants. What happens after she maces my girlfriend and she starts punching my girlfriend or starts trying to stab me or hit me? We don't know what she's gonna do afterwards. We don't know if she's gonna stop after she maces both of us. She could potentially rob us. She could potentially try to kill both of us, right? So in this case, this woman, she would be a corpse if she did that to me and my girlfriend. But let's see what's going on, shall we? Enraged woman maces couple picnicking who weren't wearing masks. Well, I don't know if you know what a picnic is, but you eat. You eat in a picnic. I do not know anyone who can eat while wearing a mask. That to me is insane. But again, that's the lack of logic people are now doing. Like that's the lack of logic people have. because these people, they're so obsessed with people doing the bidding of the government that that they just think that they can take it upon themselves to enforce these unconstitutional executive decrees. They get mad when a civilian takes law into their own hands, but if it's the government saying, "Oh, it's okay to do it," then they say, "Oh yeah, I can enforce the law because the government says it's okay." It's pathetic. On Thursday, a woman enraged by a young couple enjoying a picnic in a dog park in San Diego. Oh boy, my magnificent state of California, the great city of San Diego that's gone to shit because it's California. San Diego is really becoming a really bad city. I've gone there a couple times, in the beginning of the year, and boy, it's turning out bad. Again, maybe I just went to the wrong place, maybe, but it looks really bad there. But I'm not surprised. Ash O'Brien, her husband Jared Kelly, and their 3-month-old puppy were enjoying the sun in Rose Dog Park, where a woman in a black face mask targeted the couple with pepper spray, prompting Kelly, who was temporarily blinded, to attempt to grab the canister from the irate woman, who was accompanied by her dog. One female witness admonished the woman, "What are you doing? You just maced them. You just maced them and their food because you disagree." O'Brien stated on Facebook that the woman that had started her rage-filled actions by calling her and her husband idiots and flipping O'Brien off. O'Brien added, "We were not wearing masks because we were eating. You can't wear a mask and eat at the same time." Exactly. Where's the logic in these people? Wait, I forgot. They gave that logic as well to the government because the government, they want everything. Give us your money, give us your power, give us your rights, give us your logic while you're at it because clearly you guys are idiotic enough to give us the power, right? Let's give me all your logic as well. It's idiotic. Then she started saying more stuff about I told you. Sorry. Then she started saying more stuff, and I told her to leave the park and stop harassing us. She then came right up to our table, sorry, while we were eating, pointed the mace at me first and got a little on me, and then my husband stepped in and took the entire can. O'Brien told ABC 10, "She just came up without saying anything and just stuck the mace can right in front of my face. My husband, being a good guy, walked in front of her and was like, 'Hey, calm down. Please don't do this.' And then she grabbed him and just started macing him. She used the entire can on him," she continued. "We drove to the hospital. He got treated and everything, adding, I wanted to go to jail. She assaulted my husband and I'm angry about it." Oh, sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. If only your husband had something called a firearm. Because here's the thing. Had this woman done that to me, well, you bet she wouldn't be going to jail. She'd be a corpse. Because again, I don't know what this lady. What else would have? Would she have stopped after she maced me? Would she have started trying to punch me? What about my girlfriend? Right? Me and my girlfriend, we have plans of starting a family. God forbid that at that point, my girlfriend, who probably might then be my wife, who is bearing a child, gets attacked by a crazy woman with pepper spray and then starts proceeding to punch my wife. I doubt I'm gonna be that guy that's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna punch you and subdue you because we all know you're gonna stop after I land a few punches in your face." No, I'm gonna probably take out my firearm, shoot to kill, because not only is she threatening my wife, and this is my future wife, my current girlfriend, but she will potentially be hurting our future babies, which she might be bearing at the time. This is how I determine whether to react with lethal force. Just because I have a gun doesn't mean that I'm going to be happy to shoot anyone on sight who attacks me. Like I said, if it's me by myself, I shoot to incapacitate. But if you're with my loved ones, then you just sign your deathbed, right? You just sign your death warrant, and you just might as well rest assured that you just, made your will already, because you're going to be a corpse by the time I'm done with you. So yeah, go to jail. Trust me, that wouldn't be me. I would have been like, yeah, police, yeah, can you get rid of this body? This woman attacked me and my wife. She threatened us with mace. I don't know what she would have done afterwards. I wasn't threatened, my life was threatened, and I took the necessary precautions to end the threat, to neutralize the threat. That's what I would have done. O'Brien noted, "If we knew there was no food policy, we wouldn't have brought it into the park. The lady who maced them automatically started saying stuff about us not wearing a mask. When we were social distancing, there was no one near us. People don't need to be getting assaulted for not wearing a mask in public or in an outdoor area." She noted later on Facebook, "My husband is a very mature man and wouldn't have wanted him to handle and I wouldn't have wanted him to handle the situation any other way. All we want from this is for her to get arrested so she can't put any people or animals at risk. We're not looking for money or anything like that. We just want this woman in jail." So this woman got away. This woman's a psycho. She just left. I'm assuming she's gone. In June, California Department of Health issued guidance for the use of face coverings that stated the citizens were exempt from wearing masks if they were seated at a restaurant or establishment that offers food or beverage service while they were eating or drinking, provided that they are able to maintain a distance of at least 6 feet away from persons who are not members of the same household or residence. A witness jotted down the arraigned woman's license plate number. Now, I don't know if this woman is going to get arrested, because we all know how much of a very horrible state California is right now. Because it's San Diego, and it's in California. So I doubt California is going to want to press charges against this woman. But if it were me, like I said, you already know my rule. If a loved one's with me, I'm shooting to kill. I don't know what the person's going to do afterwards. Maybe this woman, after she maces, maybe she leaves. Maybe she proceeds to try to stab me or take lethal action against me. What about my girlfriend? Same thing. So, this woman, if that were me, I wouldn't have handled it the way the husband did it. I would have taken out my gun, shoot to kill. Simple as that. No warning shots whatsoever, because ammo's expensive in California. It is. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that we are failing the test of if we were Germans in Nazi Germany, we would not give Hitler more power. We would not rat out our neighbors. Do you think this COVID pandemic, do you think it has revealed the true colors of these individuals? Just saying. They say they will never rat out their neighbors, but now COVID happens, and next thing you know, we're ratting our neighbors out because they're not following social distancing. Right? What about these people? They say we will never do atrocities. We will never hurt innocent people because the government told us to. And this woman thought it was okay to go up to a couple who was eating, by the way, and then they just maced them. She literally hurt someone innocent. They weren't doing anything bad. Goes to show you that people are just all talk and no action. They just talk. They just like to virtue signal. But in reality, they do the exact same thing without a doubt. Right? What would you have done? Do you agree with my logic in terms of how I defend myself and how I deal with attackers who are trying to threaten me? Do you follow that same method? Or do you shoot to kill regardless of the situation if you're being threatened? Or would you take the path of the husband, incapacitate, right? Try to de-escalate the situation without taking lethal force. I would disagree with the husband in the way he handled it because it's his wife. Well, God knows what this woman could have done to him or his wife. Or what this woman could have done to him, and after she finished him off, God forbid what she would do to his wife. We don't know. But again, what would you do? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Share the video, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification button as well, and hit all notifications, that way you never miss an upload. At the same time, I'd like to appreciate and thank every single new subscriber that's been joining this channel in the last month. You guys are doing, you guys are helping me out a lot. I appreciate it. And for the people who are sharing, I thank you as well, because these 20 subscribers, these 20 individuals that have joined this channel, it wouldn't have been possible without you sharing this video. So if you want this channel to grow, and you want more people to hear what I have to say, share this video, and I'll see you guys in a bit in regards to the situation wearing masks, in regards to Walmart, Home Depot, and other businesses that, that are starting to backpedal on the whole mask wearing policy. I'll see you guys in a bit.